Hey, what's going on, Aquarius? Butch Tarot here. Gonna do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it will not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. If you enjoy my channel and you like the content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, help the channel grow. Join me on this journey. Always feel free to comment down below. And let's get it. What do we have for Aquarius? What is going on for Aquarius? Three more shuffles for Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius. So, before we begin, I'm using the Spellcaster Tarot. Just for those who always like to know. So the first thing I see... Now, I feel like there's someone... Now, I feel like there's someone you had a really strong connection with. You know, I feel like they didn't give to the situation, though. Even though you guys had a really strong connection, you were really, really drawn to each other. They didn't give to the situation. You know, they weren't seeing what was right in front of them. Now, I feel like part of this is because they weren't trusting their intuition. You know, they weren't trusting their feelings. It's almost like they took their head over their heart. You know, their head was saying one thing, but their heart was saying another, but they chose their heart, or they chose their head. They needed this to make sense. You know, I feel like they wanted... They wanted you so badly that they couldn't make sense of it. How they felt for you, they couldn't make sense of it. So I feel like they were very, very pulled back. They didn't give to the situation. Because in their head it didn't make sense. You know, to have this utter draw to someone didn't make sense to them. I feel like this is something that they're not used to. I feel like love eludes them. And like I said, I feel like they took their mental vision of this and they went with that. They didn't follow up. They didn't give to the situation because they didn't see the value in it. They didn't see what was right in front of them. They feel like, I get the strong sense they feel like love is almost like a weakness. You know, you're dealing with someone that is they're very logical. And because it didn't make sense logically, I feel like that's why you got a lot of resistance from this person. And it felt like it wasn't going anywhere. It felt like the end, but this isn't over. This person, they can't let you go. Even though it doesn't make sense to them, even though the draw that they have to you doesn't make sense, And they wanted to make sense. They very, very strongly wanted to make sense, but it doesn't. And even though it doesn't make sense, I feel like they're starting to feel what they thought they'd feel if they gave to the situation. They're starting to feel weak. Without you, they feel weak. You know, they miss how they felt. Even though it didn't make sense, they're missing it now. They felt a lot of love. They felt a lot of security. Like, they felt very safe with you. But they didn't know how to give the situation because, like I said, I don't feel like love is necessarily something that they're good at. But they're getting better. You know, I do see them getting better. And I do see them wanting to reach out to you because we have the Eight of Wands, which is all about opening up communication. I feel like they have something to tell you. You know, I feel like they want this back because without you, they've lost that balance and they want it back. No matter what it is, no matter if it doesn't make sense to them or not, they don't want to fight this anymore. You know, they want to make this work. You know, and I do see them giving to the situation. I do see some stability being built here between the two of you, and I feel like it's about time. Like I said, I feel like it felt like it was going nowhere, and I feel like the reason why it felt like it was going nowhere is because they tried to make sense of this. And I see this so many times in readings where people try to make sense of a connection. You know, that Lover's card, I feel like there was a really strong connection and they were pulled to you. But instead of accepting it, they showed resistance. But like I said, I do see them reaching out to you and I do see this moving forward. You know, they want to build a foundation here. They don't care if it makes sense anymore. All they know is that they feel weak without you. They feel out of balance. And they're starting to truly see what was right in front of them the whole time. And you know, there is that part of them that they regret even doubting this. So I do have this person like strongly wanting this back. They want you back and they want to make this work. Now, I don't necessarily feel like it could have been a very casual relationship or a friendship that you wanted more and they weren't giving to the situation. But like I said, I do see them reaching out and letting you know what they want. And I do have, there's a lot of good fortune coming up with the Wheel of Fortune. And I do see them giving to the situation. You know, I feel like that resistance was them trying to make sense of it because honestly, I feel like they haven't really felt this type of love before. And it's almost the type of love that it scared them. It scared them to be vulnerable. They're not used to being vulnerable. They're not used to giving themselves to a situation that they don't understand. You know, I feel like you're dealing with a very intelligent person. And I feel like, being very intelligent, they try to make sense of a situation. They try to make it logical. I do have a feeling that you're dealing with another air sign. Could be a Gemini, another Aquarius, or some Libra energy there as well. You know, we have some fire in there. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And we also have a little bit of water, so you could be looking at a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But like I said, they feel they weren't trusting their intuition. You know, the feelings they had for you were real. The way you felt for them, they felt the same way, but they were fighting it. And they weren't fighting it because they didn't feel the same way. They were fighting it because it didn't make sense to them. But like I said, they weren't seeing what was right in front of them. Now I do see them reaching out to you, like I said, because they feel weak without you. They feel out of balance. So this isn't over. I feel like this is only the beginning. Because with that Four of Wands, they want to build that foundation with you. You know, they feel safe with you. They like how they feel around you, and I feel like they want that feeling back, and I feel like they've been missing it. You know, sometimes people accept love right away, no questions. And there's some people that try to fight it. And the way I describe it, it's almost like when you see these videos of people falling in the pool covers, and the more they fight, the more they get wrapped up. Like, that's what I see here. Like, I feel like they just made it worse by fighting it. Because deep down they knew they wanted it. I don't know why I said pool covers. That was a bad metaphor. But I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head. That was the best thing I could come up with. But basically what it is, I mean, when you fight something so much, it's almost like it just doesn't make sense sometimes to me where people fight what's real. You know, they feel something real and it's almost like it scares them away. But yet they want happiness. You can't be happy and fight happiness at the same time. It just doesn't work. But that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.